Hi guys, so I am here with Raja, and today we are going to do a Q&A for you guys with questions that I asked for on my Instagram account. And I don't have that many questions just because I asked like at the beginning of the day, and now it's like the end of the day, and I'm going to answer them now. So, there's not like 100 questions or anything like that. It's just a couple. So right now I'm filming this live on Instagram, and later I will put it on my YouTube channel. But the first question that I got was from Jillian Reborn Mommy, and it was, what is your dream reborn that you don't already have? I have like a full-on list of dream babies, which I know sounds absolutely crazy, but I do. And I'm sure that you guys have similar things. So, Charlemagne by Bonnie Brown is one of my dream babies. Phoenix by Andrea Arcello, and Pixie by Bonnie Brown. Those are all on my dream list. And I'm sure that I have had other dream babies in the past. Like originally I just deleted my entire dream baby list because it just felt silly to keep around. When I knew that those weren't the babies I was going to get. So I do have a dream to get a silicone. That's another thing. But, yeah, those are my dream babies. It would be the Sunny Kit would be the silicone that I would want. Moonrose Babies asked, who are you taking to Rose? So the Rose International Doll Show is, I'm guessing, what she's asking about. Well, first of all, I'm taking my boyfriend, Charlie. His account is Danny_Flynn. Or Daddy_Flynn. I think I said that right. Daddy_Flynn_, which is just like mine, except, it's Daddy Flynn instead of Mommy Rapunzel. So, yeah, he's coming with us. I'm pretty excited about that. And then I am also taking, definitely Raja. Raja's coming, and probably Lily. And I haven't decided if Jack's gonna come too. Because the thing is it's just like, am I going to take all of those babies to the show every day? I don't think I will. And then I'm guessing that Charlie is going to bring the baby that I gave him for Christmas, Alfie. I'm pretty sure that he's coming with us too. So, yeah. Fairytale.reborn_nursery asked, how old were you when you got your first reborn? Let's see, I got my first reborn in 2016, so I was 16 when I first got her, or him. He was the realborn Thomas asleep, so I was 16. She also asked, which reborn have you had the longest in your current collection? That would be my... Let's see, I'm just looking at dates. Alright, it's Jace. He's my Gracie kit, and his name is Jonathan Christopher. We call him Jace. His artist is Believable Babies, and his sculptor, he's the Gracie kit by Bountiful Baby. I'm not sure who his sculptor is. And his birthday is 11/17/2016. So he was the second reborn that I got. I don't have my first reborn anymore, but he is the longest in my collection. Do you roleplay? No, I don't do roleplay. I guess I act like they're real. I mean, I give them personalities and stuff like that. I don't, like, make real bottles for them. And when I pose them, I just pose them. I don't, like, I'm careful with them and stuff like that. I just don't role play, I guess. Art_Stranger Things_pilots asked, are you getting any more babies? I'm definitely going to get more babies in the future. I really don't see why I wouldn't. But right now, there's no, like, plans in the making for any of them, just because I'm hoping to save up a ton for Rose and hopefully maybe get a silicone when I go. that dream has been on and off for a while, but I want to, and it's definitely in my dream list to get a silicone, whether it's a girl or a boy, whatever size. So, yeah. Itty Bitty Toes Nursery. Do you sell your babies? I have sold a lot of babies in the past. I'm not selling any right now, other than Tyler. He's my Aria by Ping Lao, and he's had some issues. I've been pretty much exclusively selling him on eBay just because of that drama. I made a YouTube video about that already. So I've been pretty much exclusively selling him on eBay. He currently has an unpaid item case open, so I can't relist him, and I can't really, I can't sell him to anyone else at this time. So until that case is closed, and the person either pays for him or decides he doesn't, he's just kind of gonna sit in a box. So we'll see. Art_Stranger Things_pilots asked, have you ever gotten a custom baby? Yes, I have. My first custom was Jace, my Gracie by Bountiful baby. And then I think my second custom was Carissa, and Lily was also a custom. But most of my babies I've gotten, and they're not customs, they're just babies that other people have been selling. I had a custom that I did sell. That was oh my gosh, he was also a Linda Murray baby. I think his name was Amelie. That was the kit name. And his name was going to be Leonardo. But when I got him here, it's just I didn't bond, so that was kind of sad. My eBay page is not in my bio, so if you need that at a later time, I mean, currently there's not really anything on there, but if you need that at a later time, I can DM that to you. Art_Stranger Things_pilots, is Raja your favorite baby, and is she the one sitting in the box for a while that you could not open? I think a lot of the times what happens is my favorite baby ends up being the baby that I most recently got. So for a long time that was Lily. It's been pretty much every baby at one point or another. So I guess currently, yeah, Raja's kind of my favorite at the moment. And I say that very lightly because I love all my babies and I couldn't imagine selling any of the ones that I have right now. I just couldn't imagine it. So that's how I decide what baby is my favorite, I guess, is just the most recently one that I've gotten. It's like saying, it's like asking a kid what their favorite toy is. Raja wears size, mostly she wears 0 to 3, but honestly I've been putting her in 3 to 6 because that's just the kind of style of clothes that I like. She's wearing a 12-month onesie, that's why it looks kind of baggy like a shirt, and then her pants are size 6 months, I think, or 9, I'm not sure. And yes, she is the one who was sitting in a box for a while. She was waiting until Charlie got here, and we opened her on the day that he came to see me, on the 29th of December. How old is Charlie? Charlie and I are both 18 years old, and we have our birthdays are both in August, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So, back to the questions that are on here. Fairytale.reborn_nursery asked, do you take the babies on outings? Yeah, I do. I take them out pretty much everywhere I go, unless it's like a quick run to somewhere, and even then, sometimes I take them. And it depends what baby I take, I guess. Most of the time, like, if Lily's here, I've taken her to work with me. I've taken all the babies to work with me at least once. But, I think Raja's gonna come to work with me next. I'm pretty sure that everybody will love her. So it's, yeah, pretty much, I always take a baby with me to work. I don't take them to school or anything like that, but I normally take them when I go out places too. So, do you buy the babies birthday gifts? Not really, because I really have only had, the only babies that have had birthdays are Jack and Alfie. I don't think Carissa's had her first birthday yet. So, no, she definitely hasn't, because it's in February. So, the babies, sorry about that. The babies have not really had birthdays very much, but even then, I don't think I would get them presents per se. Because honestly, I work at Once Upon a Child. I don't know if that light's going to be chill or not. I work at Once Upon a Child, and so I get them stuff all the time. So it's not really like I feel the need to buy them anything for their birthday as like a commemorative birthday gift. But I think I might try and do that in the future, because it sounds like a cute idea. Just get them a little toy or something and have them open it. You know, that might be fun. Itty Bitty Toes Nursery says, do you know about how many inches a baby has to be to fit into 0 to 3 clothes? I think it's 20 is pretty much like 0 to 3 month size, but I'm not really sure. I mean, all of my babies except Alfie and Jack are in at least a 0 to 3. And Alfie isn't even living with me anymore. So it's kind of weird. Jack is like a perfect newborn, and I've never really had to worry about the others. Jace, I don't really dress anymore. He's kind of more of a memorial baby, so yeah. But I think it's 20 to 21 is 0 to 3 months. Inches. Little_things_nursery asked, sleeping or awake babies. I am personally a fan of both. I really do like both of them, but I do enjoy the realism. So I know that sleeping babies are often seen as more realistic, depending on how they're done. But if you look at it in my collection, I have 2 sleeping babies. I've got Jack and Alfie, my smaller babies. So I guess I prefer awake babies just because I have more of them. Itty Bitty Toes Nursery asked, memorial baby, what's that? So my Jace is a memorial baby, and that means that he was made as a kind of like an honoring the dead sort of thing. He's honoring my stepsister and her unborn child who died in a car accident. That's kind of around the time that I got into reborns, actually. And he was given to me for a very discounted price in order to, the artist, Believable Babies, her name was Bettina, that was the artist's name, she sent me 2 babies. One of them was Jace, and he was to commemorate my sister and her unborn son. And the other one was named Allie, after her. And I took Allie, the other baby, to a nursing home, and this was all planned out before. And the deal was I was going to give this baby, in honor of my sister, this baby Allie, to a nursing home to help their dementia patients. So that's what I did, and that's how I got Jace for a very, very discounted price. I mean, I still paid for him. You know, I paid what I could when I was 16. But, yeah. So, full silicone or full vinyl. I've never had either of those kind of babies, so I guess I really wouldn't know. Girl or boy. I've got Jack, Alfie, Jace. Those are my 3 boys, and then my 3 girls are Raja, Lily, and Carissa. So I guess I have an even amount of girls and boys, so I can't really choose between the 2. Ethnic or Caucasian. I seem to bond, like if you guys haven't noticed, I've been buying a lot of ethnic babies, I guess. Raja and Lily are meant to look like my boyfriend, who's from Guatemala. He's Hispanic. So, I guess I bond more with them because they look like him, and, you know, I love him, so, I like them to, you know, look like they would be part of my family if they were real. So, I seem to bond more with Raja and Lily just because of that, and also because they're amazing babies. So I'm not really sure. It's hard for me to pick between those two. Art _ Stranger Things _ pilots asked, should I put my baby into pink pajamas or gray pajamas? I think gray, because I am personally a fan of gender neutral clothing for all babies. I put my babies in mostly boy clothing though, which is what I've noticed. I don't know why, but I do. Preemie or newborn? I don't bond very well with smaller babies, I've noticed. So honestly, newborn, I guess. 0 to 3 or 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 because they're bigger, but I just normally put my babies in baggier clothing, so I guess, toddler or child. So, I've never had a child doll, but I have had multiple toddlers. So, yeah. I guess I would choose toddler just because I've never had a child doll, but, I would be open to getting one. Summer or winter clothes. I don't know. I have an equal assortment of both, I think. Some babies have more of one or the other. I think all my kids' clothing is very well, dispersed, though, between all the seasons, because I live in Wisconsin, so it's like, it gets really cold here, but then it also gets relatively warm, so, no box opening or full box opening? That's kind of an easy question. I like full box openings because, full box openings, you get a lot more stuff. I don't know, that's just me though. What do you like about the community? I really enjoy the support that people give. Like the fact that, if something happens, and this is like a reference to stuff that has happened earlier, not that, in comparison to how long I've been in the community, I guess it wasn't that long ago, but, some drama happened, and I was unable to deal with it on my own, and my best friend Dagny helped me out, and that was really big for me, and I met her through the community, so I guess one of my favorite things about the community is the connections that you make, and the fact that our love for something that might be seen as weird it can be just, it can bring people together. That's what matters to me the most about the community. What don't you like? I really don't like all the drama. I can't handle drama, so that's why I'm kind of shut off from, if you guys haven't noticed, I don't have many friends, my own age. I don't have a lot of friends, my own age who are, in person, so... And that's just because I kind of shelter myself, I guess. I had a lot of issues with drama in the past, so I guess I just sort of don't really want to deal with it anymore. Yeah. And again, to the people who are on Instagram Live, I apologize if I'm, not talking to you guys or answering your messages. It's just because the people who are on my YouTube later won't be able to read what you're saying, so they'll kind of miss half the conversation. And I can't, add anybody to the live or have anybody join. It's just because otherwise I won't be able to save it and post it on YouTube later. So I might go live after I post this on YouTube or after I save it so that I can, guest people and people can ask their own questions later. But if you wanted to put a question in the comments, I will totally still give you a shout out and stuff like that. Just post the question and I'll read your username out and stuff like that. How many reborns do you have? I have 6 reborns. Right now. That's not including how many I've had in the past, which is a lot. But right now my current collection is 6. Not including the Isaac kit that I have, which is blank. Well, he's not blank. He's partially painted, but he's leaving. And Tyler, who I'm selling. Art _ Stranger Things _ pilots asked, is it bad that I wear boy clothes in real life? Everything I wear is boy. Is that bad? No, I genuinely wear a lot of boy kids clothing just because that's where I I work at Once Upon a Child, and that stuff is cool, so that's just what I wear. It's what I'm comfortable in. Do you have more girls or more boys? I have equal amounts of both. I have 3 girls and 3 boys, so I guess I can't really answer that question. Itty Bitty Toes Nursery asked, do you any cheap strollers that you recommend? So the cheapest option that I've found is, she's so cute, thank you. The cheapest option that I've found is my Snap and Go. So I have a Graco Snap and Go and a Graco car seat. So my car seat fits right into my car in a base, obviously, and then I just keep my Snap and Go folded up in my trunk. And the thing is they fold up so nice, and there's not much, there's not much to them. It's just the frame, and so it folds up nice and it fits in my trunk, and I can fit other stuff in there if I need to, which is great. And it's still got the basket on the bottom, and it's still got a the cup holders and everything. So that's what I would recommend, is getting a car seat, and a Snap and Go that are, you can use interchangeably. And then I also have a carrier for when I'm going out on like quick runs, and I just put them in the carrier, it's a sling carrier. Maya _reborns asked, full body vinyl or cloth body babies? I've never had a full body vinyl. I've only had cloth body, so I guess it's hard to ask me that. Itty Bitty Toes Nursery asked, there's also Urbini Reversi. I've never had one of those, so I guess I don't know. Maya _reborns asked, how long have you been collecting? I've been collecting since 2016, so I guess that's 2 years. Little _ nursery asked, full body vinyl or silicone? Didn't you already ask that? I have neither, so I guess I wouldn't really know, but I'm gonna try and get a silicone. I've just heard that the full body vinyls aren't cuddly, so. Art _Stranger Things _pilots asked, should I go to Once Upon a Child and get a Snap and Go? That's my suggestion, and then also find a car seat that works with it, and make sure you check that it works with that car seat before you buy it. I just find it easier because I drive, so. Itty Bitty Toes Nursery asked, how much is it? I'm not really sure, but I paid $15 for the whole thing because I got the car seat for free, so I guess I wouldn't know how much that whole set is. If you had animals, would you let them get close to your reborns? I used to live in a house. My dad's house has 3 cats, 2 ferrets. 3 cats and 2 ferrets. So I didn't, and in my house, I used to have a dog. So, I didn't really, worry about it that much, I guess. I closed my door at night, but I don't really think that was because of the reborns. So but then again, my cats were very well trained, and my dog was, he wasn't allowed upstairs in the first place. So, and the ferrets weren't allowed in my room anyway. So I guess I would let them get close, but I would keep them under supervision. If my door was open, then I was in the room. So I guess, yeah. Art _Stranger Things _pilots asked, could I go live with you late? So sorry to ask. I'm greedy. Honey, I can't add you to the live right now just because I want to save this and put it on YouTube later. So maybe later when I go live, I will add people, but just not at the moment. Dream collection. So my dream collection, I've talked about my philosophy on this before, is I just want to have babies that make me happy, and I want to have to feel the need not to buy any more babies. That's the point that I want to get to. That would then be my dream collection, I guess. Jillian _reborn _mommy asked, do you like cats? Yeah, I do. I had 3, and they were all, we got them because I wanted them, so. I guess, yeah, I love cats. And I like dogs too. I don't like smaller dogs. I'm a fan of bigger dogs though. So, yeah. Favorite kits and the gender you see them as. So I don't really have like a favorite kit, I guess. At the moment, I really enjoy seeing other people's Saskias, like Raja. Raja's a Saskia by Bonnie Brown. I like seeing like, other people's renditions of the kit, but maybe that's just because I just got one. I also like seeing other people's Malins, like Lily, by Olga Auer, Malin by Olga Auer. So those are just the kits that I look at right now, but I don't think that I would buy another of the same kit unless I was planning on getting twins and I would get them done at the same time. So, by the same artist. So, yeah. And the genders that I see them as, honestly, I think they both look good as both genders, which is hard. But there are some kits that I see as only one gender. Like Levi by Bonnie Brown. I think he's by Bonnie Brown. I only see Levi as a boy. So that's just how I see it at the moment. There are other kits that I have genders for, but I can't think of them right now. Little_elephant nursery asked, how much does Raja weigh? I have no idea, but she's pretty heavy. Like she's she's not as light as Jace or Jack. She's relatively heavy, but most of her weighting is in her butt, which is kind of nice because that's, it just gives her like a downward weight, which is nice because she works with gravity, I guess. Lily is pretty heavy too. I think Lily is definitely heavier than she is, but not by much. How many babies do you want in your collection? Like I said before, my dream collection, like the collection that I would want to have, is when I don't feel like I want any more babies. I don't want to be so overrun with them that, like, I feel a need to, like, I just feel like I'm so overwhelmed and there's babies that I don't pick up. I'm sure that I would get rid of babies at that point. Yeah. Stories behind your baby's names. So, let's start with my oldest. Lily, there's a story behind her name, and I'm not sure if I'm going to tell that story at the moment, but, maybe possibly in the future. What's up?
So, it's between 5 and 7.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
You should leave that door open so, get that, and move the thing out there so it doesn't hit all the way closed so you get some circulation in there.
Okay. I don't know how to keep my door open because it is kind of cold in here. Alright. So, we'll see how many more of these we can get done. Stories behind your baby's names, that's right. So, second oldest, that's Raja. Story behind Raja's name. Raja was named after, obviously, the tiger from Aladdin. And my favorite drag queen is named Raja. And I love watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And Raja won season 3. And so, I just love Raja. She's beautiful. So, yeah. And they've got a similar skin tone. So, and then there's Carissa. Carissa is named after Charlie's best friend. And then Jace, Jonathan Christopher Jace, is named after my favorite character in a book series I used to read called The Mortal Instruments. And then after that, Alfie is named after Alfie Days. He's a YouTuber that Charlie really likes, and also named after Alfred, Batman's servant, I guess. I don't really know how to explain that. So, yeah. And then Jack is named after Jack Frost, which is who he looks like. Little.sky.nursery asked, what's your dream kit? I don't really have a dream kit right now, but I do have some dream babies, and how would you like them done? So, my dream baby is Charlemagne by Bonnie Brown. I would want him to have dark skin and dark curly hair, and I would want it to be long. And I want him to have brown eyes. So, in general, like Raja and Lily, maybe like Lily's color though. Raja's a little darker, or Raja's a little lighter. And then darker hair than Raja, maybe like Lily's hair, like black. And then I want a Phoenix by Andrea Arcello, and I would want him to be like Steven Universe. I don't know if you guys have seen that show. And I would want his torso to have a gemstone, just like Steven would, like the pink gemstone. He would be pale, and he would have, I'm not sure what color eyes he would have. I think blue, maybe pink, I don't know. And then, probably pink. And then black curly hair and like an afro sort of thing. And then I would want a Pixie by Bonnie Brown with dark skin and dark straight hair and brown eyes. And then, like this baby Zoe that I saw on somebody's YouTube channel. Her show was called Doll Break, I think, something like that. And it's pretty cute. I don't know who created it or anything, but if you look up Doll Break, I'm sure you'll see Zoe. She's pretty cute. Dream collection, I've explained that before. Most reborns you can handle at once. I don't know. I mean, I've never had more than 7, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I can hold like 5 at once, I think, if I'm just kind of going like this. Do you play with your reborns off camera? Yes, I do. I don't play. I don't really know. I mean, I change them off camera. I take a lot of pictures of them, I guess. That's on camera. I cuddle with them off camera. I take them to work, and that's not really on camera. Yeah. Reborn.jlove2112 said, or asked, when did you get your first reborn? I got my first reborn in 2016 in September, I'm pretty sure. And he was the reborn Thomas Asleep, and I really liked him. His name was Steven. After Steven Universe. And I didn't bond very well with him, but honestly, like, I loved reborn so much at that point. And I was really happy to have one. So, yeah. Do they have middle names? I don't think any of my babies have middle names, except the boys have a middle name that all the From boys do, like Charlie's family. All the boys have the same middle name. I'm not sure what it is at the moment, but so the boys all have a middle name, and I guess Jack's middle name is Frost, although I haven't decided if that's his middle name or if that's part of his first name. I don't know. So the other ones don't really have middle names, but you know. Do you have a favorite? My favorite seems to be all the babies that that are here at the moment. Like my newest baby, whoever is my newest baby seems to be my favorite. Like, it's the one that I pick up the most. So I guess right now Raja is my favorite. Just right here. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes I switch around. Like, when I got Alfie, it seemed like I still played with Jace more. So I don't know. I guess it depends on the bond. So yeah, that was all the questions that I got today. So if you guys want me to do another Q&A video soon or something like that, I would totally want to do that again. So if you have any questions, ask me in DMs, and I will be sure to answer those or ask them down in the comments below. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.